Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't got yours yet, your winter solstice alignment activation session C is waiting for you. I can't wait to see you there. So with that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your message this week was return, and interestingly enough, when I went into my intuition, what I actually saw was a blue whale, right? But it wasn't the whale that was the message. It was the fact that the whale, it always returns at some point. It always returns to the place. I don't know whether it's its place of birth or whether it's a place that that it's kind of like its own feeding ground or whatever you want to call it. And this week, in some way, shape or form, Sagittarius, I mean the sun's coming into your sign at the end of this week, right? In some way, shape or form, you are being called to return home, whatever that means to you. For some of you, it's going to be a literal journey. For others of you, it's going to be a figurative one. But in some way, shape or form, this week, you are being asked to return back to maybe a simpler time in your life. It might be that you're coming back to an emotional rebirth of some sort. Maybe you're returning to a time where you yourself felt happier. Whatever happens, the sun is going to bring you its vitality, so that's going to be great for you. But in some way, shape or form, you need to return to sorry, that's a message coming through. In some way, shape or form, you need to return to a time of your life where you were happier and when your energy was a lot freer. All right, your destiny card for the week ahead is the Fool card. The Fool card's been really active this week for the destinies. So it's interesting because I kind of feel like that means there's going to be some big surprising event that happens, for a lot of people, right? Which is really interesting. For you guys, I feel like this might have something to do with for you guys, I feel like it might have something to do with your relationship, with your partnerships, with your collaborations. It may very well be that one of them has a really quick, great beginning, which is awesome. Let's see if we can give it some context. The Four of Swords. Remember what I said about returning to a simpler time? The Four of Swords is about rest, recuperation, patience. For you guys, this is going to be the slower week, right? For everybody else, this is going to be a very fast, very dynamic sort of go, 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 rush, rush, rush week. And for you guys, this is about you really taking the time to figure out where you want to go from here, to figure out where you want to be, to figure out what it is that you want to do from now on. This is about you taking and making the time, and whatever partnerships or whatever partnerships or collaborations you do have going on at the moment, the feeling that I get from these cards is it's kind of saying take your time with it. Take your time to really feel it out so that you can mesh yourselves together in the best way possible for both, for all concerned or all involved. Your insight is the star card. Your insight card is the star card, which is beautiful. Lots of hope, lots of optimism and joy. You are really delving into yourself this week. You're really delving into your own psyche. Lots and lots of intuition. This is a really good week. This will be a really good week for things like astrology, for things like tarot, any of the psychic or spiritual arts. This is going to be a really good week for you to do some meditation. It's going to be a really good week for you to practice mindfulness, focus, being present. If you haven't seen the weekly general overview, please check it out. It will make a lot of sense for you guys especially. So very short, very simple messages this week, which is really interesting because usually I feel like a lot is going on, but this week it was kind of like everyone got what they got. I got it out and that was kind of it. So it's really surprising, but we shall see how it all shapes up. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know how it shapes up for you. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care and I'll see you soon.